This week on Steve Spends a Penny.
£80 toaster, which I was really pleased about. That came back. I think I've done pretty well to get this far in the video without mentioning the new rule changes that eBay have brought in and shop fees have come out. So the start of the month, starting from 0. I'm going to try and start putting a joke at the end of my videos. Hello, welcome back. We are at the unit and I am here to pick some orders and to take some photos of some bits to get them listed. Yay! So if you happen to be new here, my name is Steve. I am a full-time online reseller. I sell predominantly books, but do have a lot of other stuff over here too, and back there, which is also for sale. Clothes, games, toys, a bit of a variety, but for the most part, as you can probably tell, it is books. So yes, it is quarter 4, officially quarter 4. It's going to be busy. I've been trying to sort some stuff out to make sure to try and get it listed as soon as possible. So you can see my board games are sort of out. I've moved them, I haven't really sorted through them yet, but I have listed a few already. I've got some other bits sorted out to get listed. I've been trying to clear some other stuff to get that from home to get that listed. So yeah, it's all systems go at the minute. It's going to be a busy quarter. I'm really looking to just push it as much as I can, I think, and then try and rest a bit over Christmas, because I've got so much stuff to get through to get listed. It's going to be really busy, and this week, yeah, it's a bit of a weird week this week. So I usually on Monday I look after my son, so I don't really do any work on a Monday, but this week my other half is away, so I did Monday and then I'm off on Friday, but it just means it's kind of confused my week a little bit, and yeah, I'm going to sort of try and get as much done as I can before the end of the week, so I don't forget to do some shipping or something like that. So I'm going to get the orders done today, and then that should keep me going till the next week at least. I've had a fairly good week in the unit. I've sort of moved some stuff around. I've got a bit more room. I've got some bigger bundles of stuff listed. I'll show you. It doesn't look like much to the untrained eye, but to me it looks a bit different. So there's a bit more floor space here other than before. That was sort of over there, so I literally had less than a board, well, less than that bit to walk through, but I've managed to push that back, and then I can kind of lean on that to take some pictures in there. I've got quite a lot of that listed. I had a load of books piled up there, which I've sort of sorted through a bit. I got rid of one box, but I've kind of piled them up there, which will do for now, and then I can hopefully work them out into other piles once I've got a better idea of what is there. This part is still a bit of a mess, but it will get there. Now I've sort of made a bit of room here, I kind of feel a bit more enthused and don't feel so like it's like right on top of me. There's obviously all this stuff here still, but this box here is I think in that box most of it is listed on Vinted, individual books, just to sort of try and clear them out. Same with most of that on there, if not all of that on there, is listed on Vinted. So I'm hoping with season 4 coming, Q4, I'm hoping they will start moving soon. I've got loads of other little sort of toys and figures. I sold a few things on there recently, just like old little toys and stuff like that I had lying around, that I just thought on eBay you might get a £5 for it, so I thought I'd try on Vinted, and they've sold for a couple of quid less, but it's all profit. So yeah, right, I'm going to set you up now, get the orders picked. It's not a huge amount, because I've been picking them sort of throughout the week, so I think there's probably a decent amount. I've had a few. One person bought 3 items from me, and then the next day bought another 2 items from me. So that's good. And yeah, profits haven't been great. You may remember that I sold that toaster. It might have been my last video. Can't remember now. £80 toaster, which I was really pleased about. That came back because it wasn't working, which I tested it beforehand and it seemed to work, but now it's come back and it doesn't. I don't think they've done anything to it. They were really nice about it. They said if you can manage to get it working, then I'm happy to have it back and pay the postage and, you know, the whatever. So I need to look at that. I found a video online which it might be that there's like a crumb in the side, so the when you push the handle down, it doesn't stay down. It heats up and everything, but the handle doesn't click into place. So when I found a video online, it sort of said that there was a crumb just stuck in that little bit. So that might have happened during transit, or maybe just when in storage or whatever, or maybe I just didn't test it properly. I can't remember now. It was a few months ago. So yeah, I'm gonna get that apart because it looks like it's just a few screws, and I should be able to get it off and hopefully get that fixed, and then either relist it or contact this person again to see if they want it, because that could be another load of money coming back. Coming back. Yeah, I need to get listing a lot more, because yeah, sales have been pretty rubbish this week. Well, money's been pretty rubbish because of that refund and shop fees have come out. So the start of the month just feels like you're starting from zero. Actually was negative when I woke up this morning, minus £20 or something like that after yesterday's sales. So yeah, great fun. But let's get you set up, get some orders picked, and show you what has sold. Before I do that, I'll show you some of the other bits I've got listed. So this is some stuff I had at home, so some Lego sets which I picked up from a Carboot. They've just been sitting at home because I didn't want to bring them over just yet. So yeah, got these listed today. So a couple of Lego Creator ones which are festive, and a bauble ones which is another festive one, which is good. And then these as well. So what's that one? Magisto's Magical Workshop. That's listed now. Not sure what that one's called. Like a play park type thing with a banana boat. And then this one, which is a fireworks celebrations one. All brand new and sealed, so they are on my store. So that will hopefully get them gone soon. I sort of aimed at the very high end of what they've sold for previously, because I figure it's coming up to Christmas, so the price might go up. So at least I can get the high end sales, and hopefully, you know, they won't go on the cheap. I've still got a bundle of comics listed which have been sitting at home for ages. I've still got a big pile of them at home I need to go through. This is just a mixed Marvel lot, so it's a real mixed bag. That's the thing, on their own they weren't really worth much, I didn't think. I'm no expert at all when it comes to comics, but there was like that, which is like 1 of 5. There was a few Agents of Atlas, but 1 and 2, but that was about it. That was the first, you know, the first issue of that. So there's lots of like first issues of comics, but they're sort of quite recent ones, with a few older ones in there as well. So there's an old Incredible Hulk for 1985, Incredible Hulk. What else is there? The Avengers 272, so that's from 1986 as well. So there's sort of a couple of older ones in there, but yeah, I've just listed them as a big bundle because I just want to get rid of them. That one as well, that one's listed. That's the, what's that one? Retro food truck. So I think these are all like free gifts sets, I think. Yeah, so when you spend over a certain amount, if you don't know Lego, then they have different offers on different times. So they might, if you spend over £50, you might get a free gift, or if you spend over 150, you get a different set or something like that. So yeah, I think these are all free ones, but they've still got value to them. So hopefully they will be moving on soon. Right, let's get on with some orders anyway. First order of the day is a item of clothing. Should I grab that? It's just this, which is a racing green jumper. I think I paid like £3 in a charity shop, and it sold for a tenner plus postage. So yeah, no real huge profit in that. Tiny bit of profit, but it's gone. I thought it'd be worth more at the time. I did get it with another one, so listing was pretty easy because I listed them up at the same time, just changed the pictures and the wording slightly, and the other one sold for, I think, for £13. So yeah, between them a bit of profit, but not huge. A Polaroid camera has sold. That sold for £9 plus postage. It's got a thing in it. It's got a film cartridge in it, but I've never really tested these. I don't know how it should work. The light doesn't come on, so I don't know if it's working. I've kind of sold it for parts. I've explained it all in the listing, and they should hopefully know by the price. Yeah, so hopefully someone can get it working. But I bought it a Carboot one I went to recently. I think I paid like 20p for it in a bundle of other stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to let it go for £9. Some black trainers. I can't totally remember where I got these from now. I think it might have been a Carboot. Yeah, just a black pair of Adidas trainers. They've sold for £20 plus postage. I think if it's the ones I'm thinking of, I paid £2 for them at a Carboot. Right, these three have gone to the same person. So I've got a WWE wrestling ring and a couple of figures. One being Ultimate Warrior, which is like the early 90s version, and then The Rock as well. So they've all gone together. The Rock sold for £6.99, the ring sold for £29.99, and Ultimate Warrior sold for £14.99. The person did mention they'd used a voucher, which I think would have been like 5% off or something. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't show it on there for some reason, but anyway, so that's a nice bundle going out. Right, bundle of books. This is like, what have I labelled it as? Economic history. So yes, if you're interested in that type of thing, that sold for £15 plus postage for all of those. That was just part of this free haul that individually weren't really worth listing, so I've bundled them all up together, and they have sold. And these bundle of books have actually sold to the same seller, I've just realised. So I've got a bundle of, it's kind of like Black History, I've labelled it as. So there's Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela, a couple by Barack Obama, and the Tao of Muhammad Ali. So yeah, they've sold for £6 plus postage, but I will probably refund the postage because they've all gone to the same person. A psychological thriller bundle. So it's quite good that these have sold. I think I've got a few more. I don't know, it's hard to tell what's psychological thriller and what's kind of like a action adventure type one, but these, well, in my mind, psychological thrillers, and they have sold for £8 plus postage for those. Some historical war fiction have gone. So there's a couple by Robert Fabry, sort of all like Rome, that's Rome, and that's M.S. Scott, that is Bernard Knight, so that's kind of similar, and then Son of Blood by Jack Ludlow, which is kind of like the Crusades, I think. Yeah, so sort of historic fiction type stuff. Oh, sorry, that's sold for £8.99 plus postage. A random lot of cutlery. So I've got what is it, 32 pieces. So there's knives, forks, spoons, teaspoons, 8 of each, I believe. And they were mine. I found these up my mum's loft in all my camping stuff, which I was sort of going through it to get rid of it, and they were in there, so I listed them, and they have sold for £18 free post. So they're out the door. A couple of plush have sold. These are going to the same person that bought the wrestling stuff, but to a different address. They're shipping them to, these are for themselves, and I think they're shipping those to someone else. And these have sold for, let me just check. So Tweety has gone for £7.99 and James has gone for £8.99. This was a quick sale. I listed it a day ago, and I think it was sold already. That sold for £9.99 free post. It's one of the, not the original ones of James Bond's, but it was a 19th print, I think, 15th printing of for Euros only. Yeah, still only sold for £9.99, but I've got another one listed for £14.99, I think. Obviously different book, but I've got a few of the vintage Bonds listed. The Night Manager hardback first edition has sold for sold for £7 plus postage. And finally, a big bag of Lego has sold. So this sold for £12.99 plus postage. I listed it about a year ago, December last year. I listed this one. I think I had 4 or 5, 6 maybe bundles of this, maybe even more than that. I can't remember now. I listed them all together. This was the only one that's sat around. All the rest sold, but this one I ended relisted, dropped by £1, and it sold within a few days. So yeah, crazy. Always worth rechecking your listings and relisting them and dropping the price ever so slightly, and you'll hopefully get a sale. I've got loads more Lego to go through, so that's another job to be done. But there we go, that is the orders, so that's good to get those out. I can start getting some of those packaged soon-ish, but this afternoon I've got to take my son swimming, so yeah, do that all first. But while I'm over here, I'm going to try and get some more bits listed. I've started sorting the books out, so all these ones I'll show you. So all these ones on here, they're kind of done by author. So you've got a few Anne McCaffrey, a couple of James Twinnings, which I think I might have some more somewhere, but I don't think he sells overly well. Melanie Rawn, I've not heard of. I've got 3 books of hers there, and I'm going to wait to see if I've got any more in there. Got a few Brad Meltzers, which I've got some of those listed already, so I need to work out what I've listed and sort of sort out the bundle that way. Some of this guy, Alan Mullinson, I've got a few listed, a few there, which they're actually the same book. So yeah, not actually got 5, I've only got 3 books. And then the rest is sorted as well. So these are all ones to get listed. And then down there I've got some more board games which I need to drag out, so I can try and get those listed as well. Might even take a couple home just to double check the bits are all there, and then I can maybe get them pictured and brought back over. Some more bits here. I've got so many. You can see all the boxes down there. I've sort of started sorting out this lot here, which is fantasy fiction. I think the bottom box there is fantasy fiction, and then the other 2 are sci-fi fiction, and then it's just all a bit of a mess over here. But once I can hopefully clear up some of this space, I can start going into it and sorting it out a bit better. But yeah, lots of, as I said, lots to do, lots to be getting on with. I think I've done pretty well to get this far in the video without mentioning the new rule changes that eBay have brought in. So you may have heard, if you are in the reselling community, you would no doubt have seen someone that have posted something. I did a video myself for TikTok just saying about what has changed and why they might have done it. But yes, it's going to be interesting. So the theory is that they will get more people onto the platform who will then be buying more on the platform. If they're selling more, they'll be buying more. That is their theory. I don't know. You would hope they've done the due diligence behind all that and actually looked through the stats. They said they've trialled it in Germany and it worked. So yeah, we shall wait and see. All we can really do is wait to see what happens. My only thinking is that yes, it might bring more buyers to the platform, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to buy from businesses. They're more likely to probably buy from other people who aren't businesses that can lower their prices because they haven't got all the fees. Yeah, unless the people don't lower their fees, but I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting leading up to Christmas. I still think a lot of people are still waiting for Vinted Pro. Excuse the crazy hair, I'm editing now. This video was filmed before Vinted Pro got done, so yeah, it was literally, I think, filmed in the morning late that day. Vinted Pro got announced, so yeah, ignore the rest of what I just said. Myself personally would very much like to have a go on Vinted Pro, just to find out some details about it, to see if it's going to cost any money, if it's what the rules and everything like that. If it's just going to be literally the same as Vinted is now, but a pro version, which means you can set up shops and that kind of stuff, then I'm all for it. If there's going to be fees involved, then I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it, but all we can do is wait and see what happens. Anyway, I shall leave this here because I've got stuff to be getting on with. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Drop me a thumbs up, please, if you could. That would be great. Always good to get lots of thumbs up on my videos. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. One final thing. I'm going to try and start putting a joke at the end of my videos. I don't know why. Just thought it'd be something interesting to do. I love a cheesy joke, so why not? This week's joke. What do you call a monkey holding a stick of dynamite? A ba-boom! I'm sorry, I was going to say they'll get better, but they won't get better. There will be a constant joke at the end. So let me know if you found that funny.